Alright, so I'm going to plug in my fans. My monitor is getting super hot, and hopefully it doesn't make too much noise. So I duoed with this dude. I duoed with this dude that added me last game, this Scorpion guy, because he wanted to play with me, and so usually when that happens, like, you're both, if you guys are similar, usually you'll both be last two picks. I'm lower, so I'm last pick. And that's what happened. So I ended up as 80 carry, not what I would try for, but since I'm last pick, can't be too picky. So anyways, this lane is Varus and Caitlyn, or Varus and Leona, which is a kill lane, versus Caitlyn and Nautilus, which is also somewhat of a kill lane. They have pretty high kill potential. The reason I chose Varus was because Caitlyn chose first. I wanted to choose someone who has comparable poke potential, so that I won't be out traded in exchanges. Because it's really annoying going against a Caitlyn. And I started Dorn's Blade. That's pretty much the convention when you are running against a kill lane, is to start Blade for the extra survivability from HP. So apparently the Lee Sin is a Diamond 5 Smurf. Let's see how he does. And yeah, we'll see. See if I can finally impress this Scorpion guy, since I didn't do too hot last game I played with him. Their mid is Zyra. Okay, didn't even understand that. So that should be enough for leash. So let's see what we can do bot lane. Seems like if bot lane's missing, actually all of them are missing. I don't know. Okay, so bot lane finally showed up. I don't know. That might mean that Jack starts red since they showed up so slowly, but not sure. Shoot. Shoot. Okay, I'm already screwing up. Wow, I'm getting outplayed really hard right now. This is super embarrassing. Yeah, I just made like several retarded mistakes kind of early. Missed like 2 CS that I shouldn't have missed, and then let Caitlyn get free attacks on me. That was a horrid Zenith Blade. I did get the level 2 advantage though, so allowed me to play a little more aggressively a bit earlier. Shoot. I hope she's not able to kill me. Since I have to dodge the Peacemaker blind though. Nope.
First blood. You have slain an enemy.
No. Okay, I was not expecting that, but she played way too greedy. Turned out well for me. So, okay, yeah. So, 7 CS to 10. I'm still a bit ahead. I've been playing really bad. Please forget about everything that just happened, and I will start over now. So... at least she has been CSing even worse than I have. So yeah. Now that I have all 3 moves, Varus combos the most effectively, and what? And what was I going to say? And yeah, okay, so now that he has all 3 moves, he combos a lot more effectively. And that allows him to trade better. So that I should be able to outplay this Caitlyn. Who's level 2? Dang it, I missed. If I didn't miss that, probably would have been able to kill her.
An enemy has been slain.
Here's their jungler, so I should probably be a little more worried about ganks right now. Jungle Jax can do some pretty potent ganks, which if you've been watching, you know that he's actually one of my favorite junglers. So there's his Q. It's really good for long range poke, even if you don't have any blight stacks on them. It just chunks them down pretty hard. You need to make sure that their jungle Jax is. So yeah, I'm probably gonna die here. Unless I don't. Somehow, nope. If I had avoided that, I would have probably survived, but unfortunately not. And that was just bad map awareness. But it shouldn't be a problem overall. Who killed me? Caitlyn killed me, so yeah. As long as Jackson didn't get the kill, I'm still confident that I'll be able to outplay the Caitlyn. So, no real harm done there. As soon as I come back to lane, if Caitlyn doesn't back off, should be able to easily pick up a kill, or at least make them back out of lane. I don't know why this name is not CSing. So we might be able to, no, since she stepped on the track, we won't be able to kill Nautilus. But that was a risky move by him, with Caitlyn going back to base. I'm going to keep the wave, try to keep the wave pushed up to here. It'll be easier to deny Caitlyn at my own tower. Dang it, stepping on the track made me lose the last hit. But I have a pretty big advantage on her, so not too worried about bot lane. Who has a fear? Oh. What? Who has a fear? Only Volibear has a minion fear. I don't know what Lux was talking about. So yeah. It's pushing pretty hard.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
How did Nautilus get back so quick? I don't know what Caitlyn is. There's Caitlyn. Yeah, I don't know what Caitlyn was doing. Gone for so long. Don't know why he flashed. That was probably not necessary. So since we're pushed, probably a good idea to get some wards up. Although, now that my own summoners are up, I will at the very least be able to escape ganks. If not, get a kill. So since Zyra is coming down, it's kind of unsafe for us. She has a lot of crowd control, but I feel like I will be safe if I'm just in this bush and don't push. Don't know what's going on. Since his flash is already done, this should be an easy kill. No mana. No mana for my E, but it doesn't really matter. The attack speed from Varus' passive is really helpful. Or harassing. Dang it.
An enemy has been slain.
I was referring to ulting when we could actually get a kill, but I was out of mana. So probably just try to kill her anyway, honestly. Nope, not close enough. So I'm gonna back off now after clearing some of these annoying traps, and just let minions take the tower if they want. Looks like it's gonna be barely up, which is actually good because it denies Caitlyn some more creeps. And I will be going for Bloodthirster first this game. Not nearly enough to not nearly enough gold for the whatchamacall, the F sword, so I'll just start working on the static shift since that's going to be my next item, and the average blade will help with the gold generation. So we're doing pretty solid this game. Every lane's winning. Mid is winning by a lot of creeps. Top is winning. Bot's winning. Jungle is not really having an impact, but I guess so. 2-1-2. So we're overall just in a pretty good shape right now. So I'm just gonna keep pressuring bot and see if I can draw their team's attention down here, which will leave my team more room to do whatever they want. I missed. Oh my god, I played so badly. I meant to flash and then straight up ult the Caitlyn, but for some reason I just fat fingered that and didn't use my ult, which instead got caught on Nautilus, who is too tanky now for me to kill. So that was just a really bad play. Nautilus is getting really tanky now. I can't really take him down as an easy target like I used to. So Caitlyn is still trailing behind me as of now, so it's fine.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Don't think they'll be able to get the tower, and I think I can 1v2 them under it. What? Hopefully they're not hiding in this bush. I don't really want to face check that, so I'm just gonna hang back until Leona comes around and stay near my tower. But I think they might have gone B, so yeah.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
So now that my team is struggling a little more, I'm gonna put more pressure and actually take the bot turret. Or maybe not. The Nautilus is just really tanky right now, hard to focus. Wow, 4 bot, okay. That's not cool. The timing on that's done was just really good. And managed to get Jax before he could leap, so made it out safely even with no summoners. Now we're kind of stuck here, which would have been a dive opportunity for them, but because only Nautilus came in, he was an easy pickup. So hopefully by the time I respawn, I will have enough for my BF sword. The reason I haven't been able to out-trade Caitlyn is because I've been waiting for that money, whereas she already has her BF sword. So Now I should be able to be ahead of her again.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Oh, that did miss. Wasn't perfect, but so that whole scenario, whatever, was still positive for us.
Shut down.
Should also be able to do more to Nautilus now that I have a BF sword. Although he has a ridiculous amount of HP. And Renekton is back, so I don't know why their whole team keeps going bot. Yeah, I don't know why they all keep going bot. I have to play careful because Renekton does have his Dyson Slice, which can probably reach and stun me. So yeah, you use my ult pretty much to evade as much damage as possible. While Renekton was being occupied by Volibear, Jack was way too low to successfully solo me. I just wanted to make sure that Volibear also couldn't reach, or that Renekton couldn't also reach me while Jack was on me, and use my barrier just to make sure I had enough HP to survive, which ended up being a little unnecessary. Normally I would focus the Caitlyn, but since Nautilus was really low, I just went on him instead. God, I give me a lot of assists this game. It's unfortunate.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Now I'm in pretty good shape on my way to finish up the stack shift.
Dominating.
Yeah, I pinged that, so if he dies, I will show no mercy. I mean, I will have no pity. But Renekton by himself, not too big of a deal. God, this Nautilus is so tanky. I don't know how he has so much HP without any HP items. To be one, I cannot avoid the snare. If I make it up this far, Volibear will be there in time to save me. Dang, he flashed that. I should have used my ult earlier. I just wanted to save it, but yeah, I got caught way out of position there. That was a really reckless engage by Volibear into a situation where we're outnumbered, but still got one kill out of it. So 1 for 2 could be worse. I don't feel like the Renekton's been top for like most of the game. They're probably gonna die Volibear. If they find him, hopefully he recalls in time. Yep, he made it out. So I headed bot in the with the intentions of helping him out, but since he already made it, there's not really much for me to do here. But if Renekton's the only one down here, I don't really feel like I will lose to him one-on-one. At the very least, not with my tower. But since Nautilus also showed up, so I have enough for my static ship now, but I'm figured that I might as well farm out a few more waves, take advantage of the Abyss Blade while I still have it. Now that my ult's up, it's possible for me to make a surprise attack from the side.
Godlike.
But it seems like they've already finished up without me. So wow, I missed out on stun targets. Okay, that was embarrassing. Normally after a static ship I would build an Infinity Edge, but I feel like this game kiting potential is more important than just pure damage, so I'm going to go for a Blade of the Rune King.
No turning back.
By the way, the reason they know that I'm a plat smurf, I never pull out the smurf card because I feel like it's a really stupid, pointless thing to do, along with the fact that most people don't believe you. Only when I'm last picked to try to convince people that to not let me play the board. Shoot, this is really bad positioning. Yeah, that was wow. Okay, I totally underestimated that. Yeah, that was a really bad play, especially because my ult wasn't up. If it was up, that would have been better, and I probably would have gotten a couple kills out of that. This Nautilus is actually turning out to be a pretty big nuisance. Really good. Luckily they're wasting time trying to kill Dragon. So yeah, it was pretty dumb of me to walk in by myself. I got too greedy and totally overestimated my abilities compared to how fed they were. Since they had to recall without killing Dragon, it gives us a chance to take it instead, and might be able to catch out enemies here. Oops, they're gonna back way too fast. Yeah, I was standing in the front line, so I got bursted down really hard.
An enemy has
But
been
it doesn't matter because my team's able to play cleanup
An enemy has been slain.
for a 1-for-3. Not bad. As long as Lux doesn't die to minions. I just wanted to take the opportunity of Caitlyn being out of position to use my ult and catch her, which resulted in me standing in the front. But trading ADC for ADC is theoretically on even level, but it's something that you still want to avoid if you believe that you're better than the enemy AD, because that means that in theory you will do more damage in the fight. So I took a chance there, and once again underestimated how quickly they would reach me and how much damage they could do and kill me instantly. So now, since I almost have my Live the Room key, it should be a lot easier for me to survive in these fights. I don't know why this guy's so desperate to play with me. It's not like I've been doing super well in the games that he's seen. We have a pretty good tank line, so it's probably okay for me to just stand in the back until the fight already starts and then walk in, so that everyone doesn't just use the gap close and initiate it on me. I flashed out because I thought Renekton was going to be able to kill me, but it turns out that he did not have enough damage. And yeah, the rest of that fight is pretty self-explanatory. So now I will work on the infantry edge, and my last offensive item. I'm not going to build any defensive items. I don't really do that. I think I might have mentioned in my other AD carry game, but not sure. But I don't build a defensive item unless on an AD carry unless their team has multiple assassins. So Jax sort of counts as one assassin, but he's only one. So I'm not really scared of dying, and I'm confident that I will be able to at least output enough damage before I die, where getting a defensive item is not worth it. Because a lot of these previous fights have been bad judgment calls on my part, my survivability potential is actually a lot higher than it seems, based on how many times I've died. So Caitlyn probably just went AFK there, or disconnected for a second or something. And since 3 of them are there and Renekton is forced off, this presents a free turret for us.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Didn't need to use Barrier there because by the time I used it, all of them had already burned all their damage skills. So that was a waste of Barrier, but still, we won the fight because of superior positioning, even though I got caught in the middle by Nog's ult. which was a good ult by him, but no one else followed up on it, so there was no real problem there. Whoa, I see. Nalts is back up, everybody else is going to be up soon, so better for me to just back out now. Pick up my red buff, I probably can almost afford. I'm about 500 away from the entire Infinity Edge, so. So I'm thinking of just farming until I can afford it. It might take a while actually. How far away am I? I don't see anything wrong with not build, so I know what they're talking about. So yeah, after this wave I'll be able to afford Infinity Edge in one buy. Yeah, their next build is really weird. It's not taking it all. And it really needs to be. Part of the reason why I can go Infinity Edge instead of Last Whisper first is because none of them have any tank items except for Nautilus, and he's not a damage threat to me, so don't really care about that. Their Renekton, who should be tanky, is just really squishy. He doesn't have anything except a Dorn Shield. This is a 3v4, which is a little risky, but all three of the members there are pretty tanky, so hopefully they'll be able to hold out. Nope, they will not be able to hold out. Quadra kill, I'm not gonna get it. Whatever. I am being focused. So that is probably GG. Wow, why am I being focused? Should be able to take Nexus right here, yep. And that is game.